Hello, hello, hello. How are you today? Today I wanted to make a video about Imbolc. This is a pagan holiday, and I guess it's the first pagan holiday in our calendar year, and it starts at sundown on January 31st and ends at sundown on February 1st. I've heard some say that it goes February 1st to February 2nd, but my sources said January 31st to February 1st. So I am really excited to celebrate. I'm going to go celebrate with my grandchildren tonight. But first, I wanted to share with you some things that I have learned as a new pagan. So Imbolc is an ancient Celtic tradition that is still practiced in Ireland, to my understanding. So they used to worship the goddess Brigid, and they couldn't get the Irish people to stop worshiping her, and so the Catholic Church made her into a saint. I think that is pretty cool. And so she is responsible for blessing the plants so that they will grow. Isn't that exciting? And so one thing that I saw on Wikipedia is that you can have a little girl take some reeds. I'm actually going to be using pipe cleaners tonight and go walk around the house 3 times, which we're going to have to modify because there's a fence in the way. And then she comes to the front door and she knocks, knock, knock, knock 3 times. And then you invite her in, and she's representing the goddess Brigid. So you have food and drink and a bed prepared for her. And then you use the reeds that she has brought to make Brigid's cross. And then you also make a wand, and you have her take the wand and bless the plants, and so that they will grow in the coming year. And so I think that is super, super cool. One thing that I recommend, I've joined an online coven through ethany.com. It's called the Awakened Soul Coven Inner Circle. Sorry, my phone's being noisy. But I learned so much from her. It's really affordable, and you just get so much information. So some of this information I've gotten from her, but Brigid is not the only divine being associated with Imbolc. There's also Bast, Aphrodite, Eros, Gaia, and Hestia. And I just absolutely love that. Gaia is just, that's probably the closest to my deity. I don't know. I usually like to think of them more as archetypal energies than as actual deities. But I feel very connected to the earth. And so that's one of the reasons that I enjoy the pagan traditions, because they bring in nature and animals and the earth and everything like that. So I will be making an altar for Imbolc, and I'm going to go celebrate with my grandchildren. I'm pretty excited about that. Some things. So one thing to consider is that the actual word Imbolc comes from ancient Irish, and it translates to ewe's milk, spelled E-W-E. And a ewe is a female sheep. And so one way to celebrate Imbolc is to eat dairy products, to have cheeses. I imagine having a charcuterie board, or charcuterie. How do you say that? I love those. Anyway, where you have all your meats and cheeses and some grapes or something. I won't be doing that since I'm raw vegan now, but I think that's a beautiful tradition. Well, I guess today's video is pretty short. That's all I've got to share with you. I did make a Brigid's cross out of reeds that I found down by Utah Lake. And it's interesting. It was harder than it looked. That's why I'm going to use pipe cleaners with the grandchildren. And I'm planning to take that and hang it outside above my front door, so it'll bring me luck and protection throughout the year. So I would love for you to comment and tell me how you're planning to celebrate Imbolc, and if you have any tips for me. Thank you very much, and you have a beautiful evening.